Welcome to another episode of Middle Ground with JLE, L.L.C, where we treat you like family. That's the theme song, Detroit Love, off my first album, The JLE Experience, on music and copyright. Got another amazing guest today. I have All Aboard Financial, Virtual CFO, and Tax Accountant, Tiffany Watson, MBA. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you for sharing your story. First question, what led you to this path?
Oh man. That's a loaded question. You jump right in, huh? Well, I will tell you my journey to becoming an accountant is a little untraditional. I actually started my journey as a life insurance agent. And I started that in 2018. And then, of course, COVID hit in 2020, which kind of dampered that business. Some of the insurance companies that I had appointments with were kind of trying to decide how they were going to approach COVID. And so it slowed down the application process. It slowed down, approvals. And so I got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I need to add a service that I know that people need and that they want. And so I got under the wing of one of my friends. She was already in this space. She took me under her wing. She connected me to her mentor, and here I am today.
Awesome. Okay. What is All Aboard Financial?
So I am a virtual CFO. So that's a chief financial officer and tax accounting firm. And so what I do is I work with small business owners who are looking to either grow their business or they're looking to keep track of the financial aspects of their business. So I do things like bookkeeping, I do tax prep, tax advising, anything tax related. And then I do some business consulting as well, helping those businesses grow and understand. A large piece of that growth is just understanding their numbers. I cannot tell you how many times I sit in a consultation and business owners are really confused as to what their numbers are. What's your gross profit? What's your net profit? When I start asking those questions, it gets a little foggy and a little gray sometimes. So,
can you define what those mean? What you just said?
Huh?
Can you define what those are? You just said.
Yes, gross profit. So that's all of the income that comes into your business or your home if you're an individual. And then the net is after your expenses. So for a business owner, after your business expenses have been factored in, it's that number that you end up with. All right. So a lot of the times when I'm sitting and talking with a business owner, I am looking at all of the numbers. So what actually came into your business and then what went out. The what went out sometimes is what gets people caught up because they don't have receipts for things. They aren't sure where stuff is. I use this card. This card is attached to this account, but I don't have that account anymore. And so the list can just go on and on.
Yeah. When you bring back the scary days in my business degree, because accounting, the boogeyman. They get good and friendly with my tutor assistant who eventually grew on to become a teacher of accounting financial. Shout out to Stacy.
Wasn't your thing?
Nah, man. I had to go find my Yoda in math so I could understand what the hell these numbers thing mean.
Yes, and understanding the numbers is so important for the growth of your business, man. I cannot tell you, just by simply being able to identify the expenses that you've had in your business makes your tax filing process so much easier, and can make a better impact on your tax liability and things like that. So it's a conversation that definitely has to be had within the community. I do my best to put out information and to talk about it all the time. I think by this point, people will be like, "Oh, here come that tax lady. She about to tell us about
Boogie
our
lady,
finances."
man, the boogie lady. Hey, I remember doing a homework project, and I'm subtracted or multiplied wrong in the net income equation. And for like 20 minutes, I'm trying to find where it happened to 200,000. Freaking out. My wife like, what is wrong? She's like, I can't find the 200,000. What the hell going on? I did all the calculations. Like, calm down. Like, man, I could not do this in real life. They'll fire me. Call the cops. Think I stole the money. I'm like, oh no, it's too much pressure.
Too much pressure. Wow.
All superheroes, man. Numbers all day.
Well, that's why you have an accountant on your team. Every business owner should be consulting with an accountant, because you know what? The fact of the matter is you may not be good in that department, right? We have to start looking at, okay, what am I really good at and what am I not good at? And if numbers is not what you're good at, then you need to team up with someone who's good at that and who can explain it to you so that you can move your business forward.
Y'all took down Al Capone, man. Y'all gangsters out here. Y'all don't mess around.
I'm gonna get me a shirt, gangster. I'm a numbers gangster out here.
I'll be on there like, hold on, let me. Oh, line 1,000 right there. Like, oh, how many years he got? God. What? They just patient. And you know, I get the point of the projects when you was in school to do all the fake company budgets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why am I Illich? You know, I'm a sick. Where you from?
From Florida.
Okay, well, out here in Michigan, it seemed like every time I kept taking steps to getting out of school, they kept making it nicer for the next group. So I'm a hater for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Why? When it came to the projects, they start breaking it up. I had to do the whole thing at once. Like, I don't want to do a cash budget and all them numbers at once. Why you can't give me spoon spare me to hook up? Why they get all that favorite treatment? It ain't right.
Listen, I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm a mom. I have 3 boys, so I'm gonna explain it to you. See, like, so the first group, the first child, it's your practice child. you learn things as you go. So the second and third child, by the time you get to that third child, you do things a little bit different.
Yeah, my team was like, just up here, like, nah, man, this ain't right. I had to be up here hour after hour busting my butt. And they got from day one to just break it up, and you got all semester. Like, what?
Well, it was trial and error. See, you was a part of that initial, trial period, the first child, if you will. That's all.
Yeah, I'm hating just for like 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Made it easier for them. I was in there grinding, looking at all them cash budgets. Like, this is real life.
Real life.
I want to get paid to go through all these different cash budgets. And that one, I forgot the one it was where you had to do all of the other cash budgets to get to the last one to calculate. Like, who thinks of this? I don't want to do all these numbers, man. What I'm trying to prove here, I just want to get a degree, get a little money in my pocket. That's all I feed my family. What's this for? Just do the work, Joe. I'm just saying, what is the point of all this, man?
Listen, the point is so you don't get audited with the IRS. The point is so you won't have you don't want to have any trouble with the law as it relates to your money and how you are doing in your business. So it is, listen, even though it may be a rough class to kind of work through and a rough concept, is necessary.
You said you Debo. What you got on my money, punk? You said. Oh! You ain't got the numbers right. Hold on. Give me all your paperwork. I figured it out for you.
Correct.
Why she keep doing the check? What's that check for? You see a siren? She may tap that button.
Listen, and when they listen, I don't want to see you on the news for the wrong reasons. You see, so I'm just out here trying to help y'all. I do not want to see anybody on the news.
You gotta
I want
press
to be
that
able to
button.
say,
I'm legally bound.
no.
Press the button. I see fraud. I see fraud. You okay? Just sitting on some water. Like, what her hand doing? Nothing. It's not doing nothing. She calling
Right.
boys on you.
Listen, I don't let me log on and see you out there, okay?
Nah,
I want to be able to tell people
I don't
he
want
was
no
a
smoke.
good man.
I don't want no smoke. Y'all boogeyman, Debo. I don't want them problems.
Right.
For real. So, how did your earlier business ventures help you for All Aboard Financial?
Whew. Listen, there were a lot of them.
You got that spirit of entrepreneurship. That's all.
Listen. All right. So I tell people that I knew that I was an entrepreneur as a child.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
I knew that there was something a little bit different about the way I approached the work conversation. Okay.
Okay.
So when I was about 9 or 10, I was one of those kids, like I picked up the skill of learning how to braid hair. I was braiding hair on the side of the school, on the bus before school. Now they was paying me in milk, and juice and snacks. Okay, but it was entrepreneurship nonetheless. Okay. So that's what I thought. Hey.
Where my milk at?
Right.
Didn't I do your hair?
Right.
Ain't looking good? Ain't Johnny saying hello? Cracking my
Right.
milk?
Right. And I done put a little glitter in there. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a little extra. That's an extra fruit snack, on the bus.
Yeah, you got the cookies in
I
there.
started
On
with
it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But you got to upgrade, So I started with, milk and snacks.
Got
And then I worked my way up. I started doing things like selling CDs.
Okay.
I had a little tutoring company at one point where I was helping families who first language was not English learn English for the adults in their life and the children. So I did that for a while. And then I got married, and we had a couple of businesses together in the trucking industry.
Wow.
We had a U-Haul business, and moving and hauling a business. Let's see, what else have I done? Oh man, a couple of things. So
Okay.
Listen, I was out here trying to figure out what really spoke to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it took me a while to find what really spoke to me because I liked so many things. So one of the conversations that you hear online is that, find what you enjoy and make that your thing, right? Well, what if you enjoy a lot of things? Then you're trying to figure it out. So that was me trying to figure it out. Okay, oh, I really like this thing. Oh, but I really like this thing. And so I just kept kind of working my way. But what I can say is that because I have experience in so many different areas, I have been able to work with clients in various industries. I'm knowledgeable about those things. And so it makes it a little bit easier when you work with an accountant who understands your industry. If they don't understand your industry, then they don't necessarily know what deductions and things to look for you. So I have a ton of experience in different industries, but also I've met people from all walks of life. People with how they say LLCs, degrees, and felonies. Okay, all of them. So, that's hey.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So I've met various people. I've made lifelong connections, and so I would say that coupled with the fact that I have tried so many different things has made me highly effective in the accounting space.
That's awesome. You ever thought about writing a book?
Now here you go. Uh, I have been
I'm open
asked.
now, so my spidey sense tingling. Like, put that question down. Like, you sure? Man, go ahead,
I
take
have,
it.
I have been asked several times to write a book. It may be in the works. I
Okay.
will say that I have thought about it. I've given it some thought, and probably will at some point, because I do feel that there are a lot of people. So like for me, I'm 37, so it's a lot of people that you start to wonder if you hit past 30 and you still haven't found that passion and purpose. You
Mhm.
start to wonder if you're ever going to find it, if it's ever going to happen for you, if you're ever going to be connected to the right thing at the right time. And what I would say to that person is just stay the course, because all of the little things that I did along the way,
Mhm.
the people that I was meeting, the
All your
the
journey.
little conversations, the little seeds that I was planting got
Mhm.
me to where I am today.
Yeah. You couldn't tell me in 19, like when you gonna graduate in 20, you gonna be having a radio broadcast company. Like, what? I do music, bro. What you talking about? Trust me, bro. You're gonna be talking to everybody and their mom. Like, not me. I don't like people. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That sounds scary to talk to people like that. Reach out to them on LinkedIn.
Mhm.
Stranger danger. What do you want? What are you
Absolutely.
talking about? People say you're a natural. Like, you sure? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The same with me in accounting. I mean, if you had told me, at 19 that I'd be an accountant, I would have laughed hysterically. First of all, I did not like nobody's math class, and I don't want to count anything,
Hey.
and you know what I mean? So it's
Mhm.
like an accountant, please. I don't think so. You know what I mean? I went to school, so my bachelor's degree is in human services. I thought I would be in the social work industry. I worked as a case manager. I've worked with children and families on the adoptions side
Okay.
and the foster care side. Worked with families that were dealing with homelessness and abuse and all of that. So I thought that that's where I was going to be for until I retire at 65 or
Okay.
69 or 72, depending on Social Security and how that's going to play out. But
Mhm.
I didn't see myself in this space. Even when I got under the mentorship with my friend, she kept talking to me like, "Hey, you should do taxes. You should. I think you'd be really good in that space." And I'm like, "Girl, I do not like math at all." And she was like, "Well, just give it a try." And I'm like, okay. So finally, after I think she talked to me maybe about 2 years
Mhm.
before I actually made a move. And even when I was with the mentor, I'm like, oh no, I'm not. I'm just going to work under my friend. I'm never going to. I am never going to have an accounting firm of my own. No, thank you. And so I call her affectionately. We all call her Mama D. Mama
Okay.
D, if she's listening, Mama D will tell you. Listen, I was like, no, I will absolutely not be doing this on my own. And sure enough, the next year, I decided, you know what? I think I was just playing. I think I will do this for real and really take it to the level that I would like to see it.
Now, it was a few episodes ago I realized how God is very sneaky. Because me and a homeboy had a conversation in 2002 in my old apartment about, like, the word was on him, like, man, God want me to ask you a question. Like, okay, what's going on, man? Holla at your boy. Why don't you, your dad was a pastor, why don't you really walk more in that field and see where it branch out? Like, no, no, no. I'm going to say go left and up the street, there go God. Did my job. You should do more. No, 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 no. I did my job, man. I'm going trying to deal with you. Good. Now, fast forward, start doing this. Okay, well, I rebrand the thing, see where it can go. Took me 27 years to get my degree. Put the same effort into this. Then I'm talking to a guest. I'm sitting there like, I'll be damned. I guess this will be considered ministry. And it branched out to doing books. I was already trying to do music, being a
Hmm.
journalist, speaking engagement. That's that same freaking conversation 20 years ago we had. I'm like, nah, dog. I'm a pimp. Go that way. Jesus over there. I'm like, he got me to do it anyway. Like, you very stinky person.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna get somewhere.
Absolutely. He
And I
definitely
was
gets
going
us
to
to
call this
do it.
ministry, but like, yeah, it's kind of ministry. I'm like, okay, he got me. How about that?
Yeah.
So you never know, man. What
You
your
never know.
and everything you've encountered really just all ties into whatever when you find that purpose of what you should be doing. I remember I helped this person. They had this. Oh, I can take that issue and help this person. Oh wow. So that's why that happened now.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how that works, right?
Just say
Yep.
that's what we doing out here in these streets. Okay.
Absolutely. He
Now,
will get you. He will get us to move in a way.
oh yeah, because he know he
In-
made a stubborn ass kid, man. He already know. Now, I told you, go up the street, hook a left,
Mhm.
right over there. I've done my job. I can check it off. Ain't like you going on ministry. That was my daddy thing. Go on with that business. All right, bro. Give us some years.
Right.
I got plenty of time. You gonna wrench around, start talking about middle ground. I was talking about this in 19. Like, okay. Got him. He don't even realize it.
Right.
Pandemic coming, but he big boy. He can handle it. He get a degree. Oh, yep. He started. Yep. He started. Oh, mm-hmm. He first triad, not bad. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's cooking. Like, I'm very patient. He don't understand me.
Absolutely.
I'm a nudge him so he can realize. I thought you said you weren't doing that homeschooling. He just stopped like, this devil, dirty dog. He really got me. I'm doing it.
Absolutely.
Like, man, okay, all right. I guess it ain't that
Right.
bad. Guess I was tripping. Now,
Correct.
did business school indoctrinate you like it did me? Because I was custodian for years while they paid for college. So I was understood the union side. But when I went to business school, management got a point. I've been indoctrinated now. I see both sides of the story.
You definitely see both sides of the story. So, I have a master's in business. Um, my concentration and focus in college with my master's was in nonprofit management because,
Ooh.
again, I still thought I was going to be a social worker. Okay. Now, the Lord had other plans
Mm-hmm.
clearly for me, but I thought I was going to be in that space, and so one of the things that I learned within the nonprofit space is even though they aren't required to file any taxes or anything like that,
Really? Okay.
their numbers move the same. So you still have to account for expenditures. You still have to account for the income that's coming in. And so, it's still there's still a checks and balances, even from the nonprofit
Okay.
standpoint. I thought that I would be running a nonprofit. That's what I told myself I was going to
Okay.
do.
Gotcha.
But the Lord said, no, we're not doing that. I want you to go over here and tell these people about their taxes and do that. So that's what I've been doing. But I will say, and I will agree with you that it turns into ministry when you are truly aligned with your purpose. It turns into ministry because not only do people come into my office and tell me about their taxes, I like to joke and say that it's like almost like a therapist office because once you open up the emotion and the frustration behind the numbers, you'll find that there's a person attached to that has real feelings, going through real
Mhm.
situations, having real problems. And so sometimes that is, a conversation that we have to have, talking about your mental health. Do we need to pray about it? What needs to be done so that way not only can we have an effective conversation about your taxes, but also that you leave feeling better about whatever is going on in your world. So I would say that's what definitely sets me apart in this space is that I don't mind praying with my clients. I do not mind talking to my clients about what is going on with the emotion behind some of the frustrations that they're having with their finances.
Oh, we do Bible study here because God tricky, man. Before when it was popping out the trunk, I called it doing audio only. You were talking to a guest and they just veer left. You like, oh, I didn't expect them to say all that. Well, thank God that you made it through and you're doing A, B, C, D, woo, woo. And I started to get comfortable. Okay, well, they're telling their story. That's a part of their story, how they got to that next thought to go here, woo, woo, woo. But the first time it happened, it was on camera. I was like, I did not expect them to. Okay, well, be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Be cool. Sam Jack say, be cool. You got this. Your dad was a pastor. You know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
And
absolutely.
Where now, even if I be talking with people in person, sometimes it'll happen. And I was like, no problem. Well, maybe you need to get that off your chest right now. Maybe you forget a person. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I just feel so much better. Like, and I be thinking to myself, like, ain't saying nothing about a pastor, bro.
Okay.
I wasn't even in this room about nothing like this, bro. I was just we talking about some minor business stuff going on. Here we are. Like, you just keep on like, nah, bro. Yeah, he keep thinking that he don't know. He don't know what I know. He keep on. Like, okay, my name ain't Pastor Edwards. Just yeah.
Not yet.
Not Bishop. See, here you go. See.
Not yet.
Yeah, right. I'm doing enough, ain't I? Do I need it?
Listen, I'm going to zip it, and when I see you announce that you are bishop or a pastor or whatever, I'm just gonna be like, You told me on that episode you weren't doing it.
I'm gonna call you too, like you ain't right. Y'all was in collusion. Y'all was plotting against me. Y'all ain't right.
Hey, I get it. I understand.
Yeah, he be on your head sometimes, boy. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with books. My first book, I wrote it. It was my first guest had with authors, and they was like, well, you got a book. Like, I tried that before, kept getting the virus, I'm good. I want to write about getting your degree with some quotes, because I've transitioned from writing daily devotionals to video now. I try to make sure I do it, and then I post it everywhere. So I do it, and I'm like, well, we got to talk about you, because I don't want to talk about me. Lord knows, I don't want to talk nothing about my business, but no, you're a living sacrifice. So be example, transparency. Like, I'm not interested. I don't even know about little me. I'm good. I was short and fat, trying to figure out life and learn a little bit along the way. The end. We got to talk about me for. Nah, you got some stuff in there. So I attempted suicide in high school. Like, put that in the book. Like, what? I ain't putting that in. It's my business, man. Put that in the book. All right. Like, he don't know. I ain't releasing this boy. Even though guy hear all your thoughts. You think you outsmarting him. I ain't never released this book. Months.
Right.
Then God told me, Debo, you need to get on Amazon KDP, figure out and put that book out ASAP. Like, oh
man. Yep.
People gonna know my business. Like, it's saying like dog, but they gonna know my it's saying. And it helps one I encounter on Instagram, and that kind of made me stop being so stubborn. Okay. I guess he got a point. He do know a little bit more than you. So
I mean, he created you, so we're gonna just start there.
I'm a business out here. I guess there's a point to this thing. I don't want to, but all right, I'll stop fighting.
Right. I mean, the moment you stop fighting is the moment that you really open up and see that he definitely has the best plan for you. I will say, I again was kicking and screaming about me not having.
You feel me? Though you was a trader today, though. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not doing any of this. I'm just out here trying to add a service until I can go back to life insurance. And he was like, nah, that's not gonna be it. So you're gonna do this over here. Like I said first time, and that's what it is.
See, you
So,
already you just like, all right, I'm stop fighting the Jeff. Come on,
I mean, I
like no,
listen,
no, stop fighting me.
listen.
No,
Fighting does not get you anywhere in life.
no,
So I learned early on, like, okay, you know what? If this is the path that I'm headed down, then it must be for a purpose, right? So even if it's
yeah,
not my final thing, it is a stepping stone in the right direction to whatever else that is planned for me. So I learned to stop fighting a long time ago because I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna do nothing but exhaust myself.
you're
so
helping me also
so
too. So I guess it's
yeah,
just a method to his madness.
yes.
You know, you over there sad with him. Just saying, you probably teammates
Hey,
right now. But okay,
listen, when you have spin your wheels as many times as I have, trying this, trying that, listen, I have worn myself out. So I have learned, okay, God, what would you like for me to do? And whatever you tell me now, I may give a little argument, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it because what else I'm gonna do?
I got you. I got you. Now we reached the point to promote and market you. Floor is yours.
All right, so as I talked about a little bit, I am an accountant. I work with small business owners. I don't have a specific industry that I target because I do serve different clients from all different types of industries, all different walks of life. So what I am gearing up towards now is preparing for next tax season, which will start somewhere around the end of January when W-2s start to come out, 1099s are issued. And so that is kind of what I'm gearing up for now. So taking on new clients for the 2023 tax season. Um, and making sure that we are prepared. I primarily serve single member LLCs, partnerships, S corps. So those are kind of like my target entity types. But I also serve individuals as well. So definitely, if people are looking to work with me, they can visit me on my website, which is www.allaboardfinancial.net. Sometimes people choose to DM me on Facebook, which is fine, or you can also find me on Instagram. So on Facebook and Instagram, I am the at symbol all aboard, P like Paul, C like Charlie.
Okay, allaboardfinancial.net.
Mm-hmm. That's the website. And then on the Facebook and Instagram, I'm also on LinkedIn at All Aboard PC on all of those outlets. And so, one of the things that you would do is click on the discovery call. The discovery call is a 15-minute conversation where we discover if we are a good fit for one another. One of the things I like to tell clients is that when you are getting ready to work with an accountant, you want to make sure that the relationship that it's going to be a positive experience. Okay, so the discovery call is just to find out if I can solve your problems and if we are going to be a good fit together. When you are working with your accountant, it is equivalent to you having a relationship with this person. Okay, you are talking to this person on a continual basis. You are bound to have some arguments. You are bound to have some falling outs. Okay. But the goal is to have an argument and fall out and then circle back and get on the right track. So that is what I focus on. That's what the discovery call is for. Some of the other options that are out there are the tax consultation. This is for business owners who just have some general questions. Maybe you had your tax return prepared by another accountant or another firm, and you're not sure why you owed, or maybe you aren't sure why you got a refund, because that's a question sometimes for business owners. So the tax consultation, we have a 60-minute conversation where I answer your questions. I help you I can either review your tax return during that time, look over some of your financial statements, just to make sure that you are headed in the right direction financially for your business.
Awesome. Anything else going on?
Let's see. No, not at the time. There are some things coming up. I will be hosting a webinar coming out November 4th. November the 4th. That's a Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. That is going to be shown on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. You'll be able to get the link for that to register. That is going to be geared toward my 1099ers, my independent contractors. One of the things that I try to get people to do is to start preparing for tax season before tax season. Okay. If it's already tax season, you are already behind. Okay. So before tax season starts, you should be gathering your documents as a business owner, identifying your expenditures, looking at your receipts, making sure that you have bookkeeping in place to identify those things so that you can create your profit and loss statement, that you can create your balance sheet from your bookkeeping software. Some people like to still use Excel spreadsheets. That's fine as well. But the goal of this webinar is to talk about the deductions and credits and things that are available for those small business owners who may be getting 1099 income and not sure exactly of what they can and cannot write off, or they may be a little bit confused as to why they are getting notices that they owe the IRS.
Anything else?
That's it, I think.
Okay. Sure.
That's it, I think. But definitely follow me because I am always sharing information as it comes out, information from the IRS. If there's ever any type of major news that is coming out, I definitely try to stay on top of those, stay with the current information. So certainly follow me on all of those platforms. I'm most active on Facebook. Instagram is I kind of flirt with Instagram a little bit. I don't really know. I don't really know how to effectively use it, but I am on there. And then LinkedIn, I post some information and some articles and things there as well.
And you under All Aboard Financial on Instagram?
Yes, All Aboard Financial on all platforms. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Have to follow you.
Absolutely. And most people ask me, why is it All Aboard PC instead of All Aboard Financial as my handle? And that's because when I started my business, it was actually named All Aboard Planning and Consulting. And so I kept the PC because it was easier as a handle. So that's why it is All Aboard PC. But you can find All Aboard Financial on all of those platforms. Be sure to follow and subscribe because, again, I do put out a lot of information.
Okay. You'll be seeing middle ground shortly. Let's follow you. Let's find the right one. Next amazing question. What has been your biggest challenge on your journey?
Oh boy, biggest challenge. Let's see. Where do I start? Let me get the list out.
Wow.
Let's get the list out. Okay. I would say when it comes down to my biggest challenge, so I'll share a little story.
Okay.
A little story. So um my biggest challenge was understanding my circle of influence, and being around people who truly supported me and wanted to see me grow. And I will say to anyone watching to be very let me find the politically correct way to say this. Be very, be very cautious about who you connect with in a romantic relationship, because who you marry can significantly impact your business. So I was married to someone who did not necessarily support my hustle. And so that impacted me in a way that I didn't really believe that I could move the business any further than where I could see it at that time. And so once I got out of that situation, it has projected me ahead so much further than when I was married. So I will say that my circle of influence, I had to shift and change. And so with that, with that relationship, changed a lot of different people around me. And so that changed, making sure that I was aligning myself with the right people. So that is important. Also, another challenge that I had was just being an imposter, not feeling that I am wise enough, that I have enough education to do what my clients are asking me to do. So, one of the ways that I had to combat that was through therapy. I am a huge advocate for therapy because it helps you to have conversations that and with yourself and with someone else in a safe space that allows you to open up and truly explore why you are having this block that you cannot be all that you want to be. So that was a challenge that I had just inside of my mind about, man, I really don't know if I can make this business grow. It goes back to our conversation we had earlier. Why would God choose me to be out here an accountant? And He know I don't like math. He know I don't like it. You know what I mean? Why? Why would you do this to me? But
Exactly.
but I had to really get outside of my own head, get out of my own way, and so that way I can push myself forward. So between those two things, just making sure that I am now aligning myself with the right people, people that truly want to see me win, and then
Awesome.
also making sure that I am um, out of my own head about things that make no sense, so that sometimes the devil will come in and tell you, oh, you don't like math, why are you out here trying to be an accountant? You know what I mean? Or he'll plant little seeds in you to get you to veer off the path that is right for you. And so I would say to anybody struggling with that is, a lot of times people ask, well, how do you know if you're on the right path, right? Well, you're on the right path when it comes easy for you. And not easy meaning that it's not going to have roadblocks and bumps and things in the road. Ease as in peace in your mind and peace in your heart about it.
Mhm.
That when you wake up every day and you do this thing, that you have a peace within you about it. Okay. When you are going against the grain of what God has for your life, it feels bumpy, it feels hard, it feels stressful. You crying every night trying to figure out, why can't I get this right? And the fact of the matter is, you're having a hard time getting it right is because it's wrong. That's just the bottom line. So I had to learn that not only did I have the wrong partnership, but I also had these little doubts that were being placed within me that made no sense. I knew I had the education. I went to school and sat through 3 years for that
Yeah.
MBA. I
Mhm.
know that I had the education to do what I'm doing. I know that I'm qualified. I know that I've taken the courses. I know that I've done all of those things and the mentorship and all of that. But if the devil can give you a little bit of doubt, that's what he'll do. And I was taking that little bit of doubt and running with it. And so now that I'm in a much better space, I get to see every day that I wake up in peace and joy about what I do and how I serve my clients.
Sound like passed over there to me. I'm just saying.
Okay, now don't you? Okay,
I'm just
all
saying.
right, Bishop. Look, Bishop, don't you start now.
I mean, we have a stitch down there in Florida, Michigan and Florida, tag team back again. Just saying. Listen, okay, gotta unpack, go see somebody. I feel that, and that's real because I know this week I had my first in-person speaking event from a former guest of mine at a gospel cafe about my journey, and like I said, short, fat, trying to figure stuff out. He's here now. What am I talking about? Oh my lord, is anybody gonna be there? We posted everywhere. I ain't worried about anybody really gonna be there. And she get to talking. Like, it's like 15 people in here. It's all women. I like women, but it's all women. They gonna look at me. Oh Lord, she's still talking about me. I gotta get up there.
Right.
I don't know how to do it, but oh my God, this is terrifying. You get that thought. It's not. Relax. You got this. Get up there. I do it. I was up there for an hour. I didn't know I was running my mouth that long. They laugh and joke, they engage with the conversation. And I found myself realizing I have gotten a little stagnant with this because don't nobody got to ask me like, Jeff, you ain't made no money yet. You think I ain't noticing? Like, okay, I go through financial ups and downs, dealing with stuff. Like, bro, can I get a win, please?
Mm-hmm.
But this whole experience just reminded me you gotta get back refocused on the journey because some of your shows you ain't coming in with that right energy for every guest. You might match yourself. They coming in like this. You like, hi, how are you?
Right.
That ain't what I want for you because I told you guys a bully. Like what you doing now? I need that. Let's go. What up, though? How you feeling? Woo woo.
Right.
All the time, I need that. Like I ain't sound like fucking butter. I need you to handle your business with that energy every episode. Like I'm in season 11. What you want from me? I want more. Like I told you, this dude right here, I'm getting man. You ain't paying me. What you say about? I ain't saying about pay. I ain't saying nothing.
Right.
Because I know you sprinkle from heaven to honey. I got you. You ain't got to start quoting. I read your book. I know. I'm chill and really get rededicated to the work.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that you be questioning stuff at times because even the people that people think are good, they're not good. They be having them thoughts like, man, you done all this and I don't like you done nothing.
Right.
Whew,
Yeah.
it's a lot of time.
I think as a society, we place so much energy on financial success that we miss that that's not when the scripture talks about being blessed and having those blessings showered down on your life, it doesn't always come in a monetary fashion. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's in the connections that you make. Sometimes it's in the people that you don't even know that you touched or that you healed by sharing your journey and your story. So it's not all the way. It's not all the time about the monetary things, but about that peace. I know for me, one of the things that when I went through my divorce, that just having mental peace was something that I'm like, God, you got to help me with this because this is not, number one, is not something I wanted, and number two, I would have tried to stay and fight, but you can't fight a losing battle by yourself. You
That's
know
true.
what I mean? So I had to accept that and move forward. But one of the things that I can say is that people may have looked at my situation and thought,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, how can this woman come back from this, right? But that mental peace that God allowed me to have, that clarity about this is where I want you to go. Now that you are out from under that, I want you to go here and I want you to do this and talk to these people and do that. And so that mental peace is the biggest blessing that I can say that I've had, regardless of any money that is made
Mm-hmm.
from how I serve. The peace and clarity in your life is the greatest blessing.
Yeah, shout out to Jackie Showers. She was my recent guest who had me speak. And after the show, she was like, man, you're on a next level that you probably ain't realized. And that's been stuck with me. Like, what is one time I'm on the next level? I ain't doing nothing. I got 3 shows. Okay. The season 11 here, the other one, season 2. What's she talking about next level? I don't see it. I don't see none of this stuff. But everybody else might see it. I mean, when I rebooted, me and my wife separated. I didn't know which way was next because I didn't really know what my purpose of journey would be. And sometimes you're not focused on you, and stuff happen where you got to focus on you and really answer some hard questions.
Absolutely. You have to take, sometimes it feels, I know for me, it felt like failure. Like, oh my gosh, I am failing at life. I don't know where I belong without this relationship. And that's a rough place to be.
Oh, I felt that definitely as a provider. Like, you suck at your job.
Right. Right.
You got one job. You can't figure it out.
Right. And I'm telling you, when sometimes things will happen, things will be allowed to happen that will force you to focus in on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Whether it was and like you said, he made us, he know we hard-headed. So sometimes he have to hit us real hard across the head. Like, okay, now didn't I say move? This is what I said. So it is what it is. You got to move. Sometimes the situation hits you so you just got to move. So ultimately, for me, like I said, peace, that mental peace and clarity that I have definitely translates over into my clients and how I operate and work with them. They know that they can come to me. Mm-hmm. We have a whole conversation, because again, finances is a emotional topic. It is something that is, embarrassing if it's not right, if it's not done right. People can have feelings of shame and guilt and things like that. So what I do is deeper than just numbers. It truly is a ministry of numbers ministry. There we go.
Hey, you preach, man. Hey, I mean, ask someone to borrow money for something. I'm feeling like, man, you suck at life. You supposed to have this figured out. And I don't like ask for help. So it's like, oh my God, bro, you do need some gas. You gotta ask relatives, man. Do something. Don't be asking. You can't push the car to work.
Right.
It's a part of the journey that you gotta really unpack yourself. And I know I don't really want to say it, but get out the way and let God do it. But see, for me, him doing it, I mean, like, you're gonna start making me do. I ain't trying to go that bishop stuff that you was up here with that voodoo you talking. I'm do all that. I'm doing enough with this. I'm doing enough with this.
I ain't said nothing.
Oh, you said it earlier.
Listen, all I'm saying is when I see it happen, I'm just gonna be like, Lord, I tried to help him when I was on that show that time, but he wasn't listening. So that's what I mean. I'm
that's straight. You had a Florida extension. Yep. If I gotta be in this, come on, you too.
Wait, no. I'm just gonna cheer you on.
No, we're gonna put you right down there. We go. No, yep. So you got something to Florida? Yep, my home girl. You gotta be down there. Second extension of this thing, we doing it. Avengers, super friends, united.
Oh, I see. So now you want to try to drag other people with you.
Oh, you gonna drag me? I'm dragging you. Like, come on with me. Yeah. She got my back. I'm gonna pray for her. She's gonna pray. Yeah, we got this. We're gonna figure this thing out.
I can't.
It is all good because you don't want nobody not to. Like, if I wasn't doing this and the people, here's something my wife said a while back when I first started, that it's cool that I use this platform for non-known people who got businesses, titles, whatever they're doing, compared to you got the worldwide known people on your show. I never lose the little person, I guess, perspective of the show. I never get to see everybody looking at what I'm doing. I'm like, I ain't even antiquated nothing like that. I'm just having somebody want to get on my show. I don't want to do it all the time.
I got you.
That's a lot of work.
That's
I got to talk. I don't feel like doing that. No, let me
mm,
ask you questions. Talk to them. No. In your words, what has been your impact in your community?
um that's a big question. Um I would say for me, um my impact right now is helping the small businesses of the world, the independent contractors, all the people that come to me with their questions and frustrations, um, and helping them grow. Entrepreneurship is the backbone of the community, and so by serving them, I am helping to stabilize a community.
Okay.
For me, I look at even what I'm doing in my business as a way to make sure that my boys never have to beg for a job. Okay.
Gotcha.
My boys, I want my boys to know that they can come to me and say, Mom, I want to work in the firm. And so by doing that for myself and for others, I am truly strengthening my community and helping them to move forward in a way. I'm opening up conversations that are not necessarily had on a smaller scale. Um, Sometimes I know that we like to look at some of the gurus and things like that
Mhm.
as our go-to people. But when it comes down to the small community, small business, and by small, because I know a lot of people be like, don't be calling my business small. Okay. And so what I
Right.
mean, calm down. What I mean, let me put this little plug in there before somebody be like, oh, you talking about it's little people and small business. No, no, no. What I mean is that you are making under $1 million in sales. Okay. That's all it means. It does not mean that your business is insignificant. It just means that you're under $1 million in sales. That's when I say small business, that's who I'm referring to. So um, when I'm strengthening the community in the small business
Mhm.
space, I'm creating job opportunities for children who look like me. I am helping others create opportunities for children who look like me. I am helping the community grow in a way that is going to change the game a little bit
Mhm.
and help them to cultivate a specific feeling and culture around entrepreneurship. Because at first, when I came into entrepreneurship, I'm telling you, uh, even now, it's talked about a lot more now. But even in 2018, it was kind of still like, I don't know if working for yourself is really the right way to
Oh yeah,
go.
they
You
call me
know,
crazy.
you need a
You gonna do
job,
what?
when you gonna get a real job, is that's
Hmm.
a question I always get. Well, when are you gonna get a real job? You know what I mean? Just as soon as you mind your
Absolutely.
business. That's exactly how I responded to that question. Just as soon as you mind your business, that's when I'm gonna get a real job.
Okay.
Absolutely. So so yeah. So I would say my impact right now is strengthening the small business community.
Man, you'll be write that down. Now just keep in mind, storm passing faith,
Gotcha.
Florida affiliate. Just saying. Now,
I hear you.
mm-hmm.
I hear you.
If you want to be
And I'm
snitching on
gonna
me,
um,
say,
and I'm gonna put a little plug in here for my I do volunteer with the Hillsborough County Black Chamber of Commerce.
okay.
And so one of the ways, what the role that I fulfill on that board is as the treasurer. And so what we do is we put on different events and things to help stimulate money within the Black community. And so I'm proud to be a part of that organization. It is a big part of what I do, and so
Oh,
definitely going to plug that in because they are the backbone of my community service and how I give back.
there's somebody you know, Janetta and Everett.
Janetta, yes, Janetta is a part of the Hillsborough County Black Chamber of Commerce. She
Hey,
does our social media and marketing.
you gotta hook your boy up. I need interviews. What's up?
Absolutely, I'm sure she'll be more than welcome. To be a part. But definitely, we are moving and shaking here in Tampa, and
Okay,
making great strides. So that's a big way in which I give back is through that organization.
okay, okay. Storm passing in Tampa. That's not a bad area. Okay, I ain't mad at it. Yeah, I need them interviews. So no.
Well, I will definitely put that information out there. One of us, or all of us, you could probably get a few of us on
I'm greedy.
to.
I want all. What you doing?
Well, hey,
Come about.
listen, don't threaten us with a good time, because
Hey, I want
come
everybody.
on.
See, you want me to call me bishop and all that, and you ain't. You trying to hold out. I found my spiritual sister. You trying to hold on to your boy. It's all right.
Dang.
Storm passing in
Dang.
Tampa. Mm-hmm. That's my spot. Yep.
Yes. So we will. We. I'll make it happen.
Okay. Awesome. I know how to find you too. Hey,
Right. Yeah. Look, I
don't
just told you how to find me all kind of ways.
have me get on live. Just be client.
Ooh.
Congregation Peace bring future pastor Tiffany to the front.
Not Pastor
I'm trying to
Tiffany.
find out what's going on with these people, so I can get this
Oh my
interview.
gosh.
I don't know why she doing me like this. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
I'm just trying to help. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, Janetta, make sure that a bishop here gets that interview, that collaboration interview with the Hillsborough County Black Chamber of Commerce, so that way I won't have no smoke.
Ready with that boy.
I don't want I don't want no smoke in the internet streets. That's all I'm saying.
See, I just wrote Bishop JLE because of you. See what you doing? Stop it. Trying to stay away from that lane.
Okay.
You ain't right. That's all right. But Tampa.
That's where I am.
Yeah, we got you. We collaborate, no problem.
All right.
I need this Yoda gang. What advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
Whew. If you are trying to find your purpose, first of all, it's probably an unpopular opinion, but you cannot find purpose. Purpose actually finds you. Okay. So what you have to do is be open to that. The things that close us off from allowing purpose to happen in our life is we start trying to find and do little things, right? So, for example, as I said earlier, I am a person that have had many businesses. I was out there searching for
On time.
something. Okay. So I'm searching for it, right? I'm running around. I'm starting a business. I'm closing a business. I'm starting a business. I'm closing the business. I'm going to different jobs. I'm working in different fields. I'm trying to figure out, and nothing felt right for me. I will tell you that whenever I went to a new job opportunity, I felt like, why am I here? I know I get the concept, right? I need a paycheck. That's the main reason I'm here. But something inside of me knew that that's not where I'm supposed to be, right? So what I had to learn to do was to listen to the things going on around you. Okay. So for example, when my friend came to me 3, 4, 5 different times to say, hey, I think you'll be really good at this. I brushed her off. No, girl, no. That's not something I'm doing. Don't you know I went to school to be a social worker? I ain't got time, you know? So this I don't have time for this that you're talking about. But you have to get to a point where you open yourself up to allow purpose in. And so that looks like you being open to things that feel uncomfortable. That looks like you being open to opportunity. Okay. One of the things that I can say that I missed early on in life that probably would have had me a little bit further along was that I pushed away any opportunity that did not align with what I felt was best for me. Okay. And so by doing that, you intentionally push away any potential purpose driven things to find you. Right. But once you stop fighting that and you start telling yourself, you know what, forget it. I ain't got nothing to lose no ways. You know what I mean? I'm out here, I don't have anything to really lose. I don't have anything really holding me back. And you start opening yourself up to opportunity. Somebody comes along and say, hey, try look into this. You should try that. Da, da, da. You start to find that, oh my gosh, this is where I was supposed to be all this time. And I kept pushing it away because I was afraid that, number one, the people around me, they don't know me. How they gonna tell me what's gonna be good for me? They don't know me. But one of the number one things you have to think about is that people on the outside looking into you as a person, they have perspective. They see things that you don't see about yourself. You know what I mean? So because you're looking through your own lens, you don't see the things that they see. And so by allowing yourself to listen to those now positive influences, of course, not just Pookie Ray them, but you if you listen to your positive people, you listen to them and listen at their perspective. Sometimes the people around you, your friends, some of your family members, they can look and see like, okay, man, she's really talented in this area. Wonder why she's not doing X, right? And so just being open to the conversation sometimes changes your life. And so I have to think about like where I would have been had I still been fighting my friend about, oh, girl, stop coming to me about about these taxes. I'm not about to do no taxes. If I had done that, look at the opportunities and the things that I would have missed. Okay. So I would say when you are finding purpose and passion, stop looking for it. That's how you find it. You stop looking for it and you open yourself up to every possible opportunity until that thing burns inside of you so deep that you cannot imagine yourself without it.
Hey, that sound like preemptive storm pass in Florida talk.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Here we go.
No, I think I've stumbled across my spiritual teammate here.
All right. All right, Bishop. That's what I'm gonna call you. All right, Bishop.
See,
we gonna make it happen.
I only laugh because I've been told that from multiple people before. Like one day I was Reverend, and who say you got to be a Reverend? No, I'm all right. I'm cool. And you just get on my show. Probably why I see these people laughing with things like, yep, he found someone that just throwing it right in his face. Look at yourself. Hey, hi. You even called you bishop on live TV in 31 countries. Like, wow, you really put me out here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's how we doing.
That's how we roll.
Okay. I see Tampa. I got you.
Right.
I gotta work. You gonna work with me?
Oh boy.
You gonna be hearing from me too. So the whole world's seeing that this ain't no one conversation like, yeah, what up? What's going on over there?
All right. So now you're gonna hold me to it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Never
That's fine.
need to talk about something, pray, I'll let your homie.
I got you. Will do.
Mm-hmm. Some bug you nonsense. You just and you said bitch like more than 5 times. Like she really just
Ooh.
and she really done with this thing. Like her and God really just said tripping today. That's all right.
Listen,
Okay. No problem.
I'm just telling you what you already know.
That don't mean you gotta make sense. No, I don't mean you gotta make sense, man. That don't mean you gotta make any sense with it. Just say.
It's what I do.
Mm-hmm. It's all right. All right, Tampa. Storm. Mm-hmm. No problem. You gonna do that thing.
hmm
How did you enjoy this episode?
I enjoyed I enjoyed this conversation so much, and I thank you for the opportunity to be on tonight.
And I appreciate you. I had, that transparency crap. I've been up editing the other shows from last night since 9 this morning. Grabbed something to eat, dozed off for a second. I woke up at 6:40, like, oh Lord. I mean, make sure I get the. You ain't finished the show. I thought it hit send. Hey, hit on the thing. All right, I'll be ready. Here you go. Phew. No, straight rush.
And then I came on your show and called you Bishop.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
See, you about like 8, 9. You want to go for 10? That's what we doing.
I'm just saying.
Like it's loud in your ear. Yeah, y'all gonna work together. Go on, just get comfortable saying it now, so he can get comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. Before I do any interview of any kind, whether TV, podcast, anything, right? I pray a specific prayer that God will use me to deliver the message that needs to be delivered. And you, sir, are bishop.
You gonna get on live camera and just flat out say you straight up plotted and colluded against me before we got on the camera.
I'm trying to help you. That's what I do. I solve problems, sir. You had me on this show. You said, come on the show, talk about what I do. I solve problems.
Oh Lord. I can't
And the problem that I am solving at the end of this show is that Bishop Edwards keep trying to run from his calling, but that's not going to happen.
My name too.
Oh, absolutely. Amen. Mm-hmm.
All right, I ain't gonna run no more because he getting people that's cool people to hit me from behind, which ain't right. But I accept it.
Okay.
And I've never said it for like no left. That's what that's my job. Go left, go right, you good.
Mm-mm.
And you just the nerve to pray before you get on this show to set me up.
You prayed with me before we got on the show.
That's different. Well, all shows backstage, you actually came in here to set me up on live camera. That's just I thought we was teammates, man.
Y'all heard him say he accepts his title. That's all I'm saying.
And you
said you accept.
Your watching orders too. You straight the like, okay. All right, no problem. I do. I said it.
All right.
Can't take it
All
back.
right.
And I will be going past Faith, Tampa, Florida. And somewhere here in Michigan. I don't know where yet.
All right. This has been awesome. This has been wonderful.
Oh yeah, you've been a great guest. I really do. I hate to say it because I gotta be transparent. All the time, like, yeah, you found your spiritual teammate that you're gonna be doing it. Like, no, I don't hear you. Do you know I be cutting that radio off so I don't hear that? Like, no. I pray for people. I've done my job. I don't need to see the other. I'm good. And you cut it back on. I don't even know you, and you collusion. I'm here in the whole like, yeah, that's your teammate. Yeah, Florida. Y'all got this. Y'all got this.
Got it.
I don't do it.
We'll make it happen.
And we will. And it's definitely been a pleasure meeting you. And we're gonna be working together since some people like to be dirty and pray behind your back. All right, that's no problem. I'm walking love. The Bishop Butler has taught a word of faith. I ain't tripping.
Right.
I'm just gonna sass you comedically a little bit because I ain't never heard anybody say they pray before they get on the show. See what they dealing with. You just made me look at myself. Oh my goodness. Mm. Oh, I didn't even say that. See. Mm-mm. I hope everybody and your people. Who's this? You know this person?
Yep, that's my sister. Hey, sissy.
Shout out to the. What does that mean? Hand pink waving. That's a photo.
I think that's an emoji or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. Hey, sis. That's my big sister,
Okay.
Nikki. Thank you for tuning in, sis. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's why I had to put up there so they know. And once it ends, if you click on the live on my YouTube channel, it should be the first episode popped up, so they can watch it and they can share, do whatever y'all want to do.
So I
Because
can
your
share it.
sister is a Decepticon. She ain't right.
A Decepticon.
She ain't right.
Wow.
She plotted against me, Nikki.
No.
Who does that? She plotted
No.
against me. Her and the Lord are plotting on me.
And see if you think I'm plotting against you, my sister is an even stronger prayer warrior.
Oh Lord.
See?
7 twos. Y'all out to get me.
So you might as well stop running.
Yeah. But I definitely want to thank anybody that watched this show. You share it. Hope you learned something about your purpose from her. Amazing individual. Want to thank all aboard financial, virtual CFO, and tax accountant. Pastor Tiffany Watson in training, MBA. Restoring Passing Faith in Tampa, Florida, soon to come one of these days. For sharing her journey, being my spiritual teammate that's been plotting against me in a good way, though. We're going to have some fun in this journey together because if I got to do it, you're going to do it with me. That's all that is. You're going to drag me, I'm going to drag you with me. That's a lot. I hope anybody across country that's been watching it, share it, and really learn to find what you're created to do so you can have an awesome life for you and your family. Anything you want to add at the end, Pastor, since you've been over there plotting on your boy?
I think the last thing I will add, because you mentioned purpose. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a big takeaway that I would like anyone to have. So remember, you cannot find purpose. Purpose finds you. But the other piece in that is that you must learn to include and incorporate a spiritual connection. That is a big piece of finding purpose and passion in your life, is by having that connection with the Creator. Without that, you will certainly fall by the wayside, because you cannot operate solely out of you. So it's important that you find the first thing that you do in finding purpose and passion is you pray and you connect to the Creator. Once you do that, then you open yourself up for all of the opportunities that are meant just for you.
See, God chose right. It's going past in Florida. Amen. That's real talk, though. Real talk.
Absolutely.
Hope everybody enjoy the rest of their night. Until next time.